I gotta go kill Rufio.
I gotta get to level 20. I did just level up, but
Do it again.
I'm gonna come. Don't come. Don't do it. Don't you come.
I want to. You're edging me right now.
Edging.
Edge.
My Chad elf. Oh, this is apparently what Grok thinks I look like, which it's not too far off, but still off enough.
What the sigma?
I don't know why I look like a fucking Timu version of Captain America in Grok's eyes, but... Mommy, 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 I want to get Captain America! We have Captain America at home. Like, literally, I don't know how else... I don't know how else to describe that image.
I don't know how to describe you. You wear weird glasses.
Yeah.
I was meaning to get a pair of indoors.
You wear the glasses that give kids who are always breaking them or hurting themselves.
Yeah,
You know what? I think it's kind of true. How many times have you been hit by a car?
many. I
These
lost
glasses are
count.
gonna say right.
Like, I'm not kidding, I lost count.
Maybe look where you're walking.
It's not me. That's the thing.
It's
Genuinely,
not you.
no,
You are-
it's genuinely not.
Like, were you in the right every time?
Yes, every single time.
Every single time.
I don't know
Yes.
if you've lost count of how many times you've been hit by a car.
Okay, actually, no. Hold
One of
on,
them
hold
is your
on.
fault.
In all fairness, okay. In all fairness, there was I was crossing a. I had to get to school. Okay, I had to cross like a major intersection. It's Guadalupe and Power. Ruins, you know where that's at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Guadalupe and Power. I didn't the fucking crosswalk sign just never changed, and so,
So you
I'm
just
on my
went.
bike. I'm on my
So you
bike.
just
I
went.
wait for the I wait for the cross traffic to like all this traffic to just stop, and it wasn't the traffic that was going to be traveling perpendicular to me was stopped for sure. So I jumped forward real quick, tried to get out there, and some asshole comes fucking jumping around the turning lane off of Guadalupe, taking a left-hand turn onto Power at like 55 miles per fucking hour. And he clips my bike. I hang on for dear life, I'm
So,
more or less
the
fine, but he
traffic-
clips the rear
traffic
tire.
wasn't stopped.
Alright, what was the one that you got the most injured?
I got ran over, but
Right.
yeah, I basically got jumped out of the bed of a truck.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that one sucks.
You know, Dom.
A good one.
Here, I have that. Hold on, I downloaded the
Like
photos.
20 miles an hour. You went up and over.
Oof. Well, that explains a lot, actually.
He wasn't
Oh,
actually
Brennan.
hurt by that, like that badly. He got more hurt when he got run over by the four-wheeler. That motherfucker broke his ankle, like had the bone sticking out,
Oh,
and
lovely.
like broke two ribs, and like didn't go to the hospital for 2 days. It was ridiculous.
When I
Yeah.
broke my jaw, I didn't tell anybody about it for 24 hours until my face swelled up the size of like a fucking grapefruit.
Who will help an old
I couldn't open my mouth
You
anymore.
getting run over.
Yeah. I looked great. I mean, for
No, it's like
all
about-
things considered. You can see the
Yeah.
swelling though. You can definitely see it, even in the old
first one. You
grainy
look-
photo.
Fucking dropped the fuck out in the first one.
Yeah. I looked pretty. That's what severe head trauma looks like, Spooky.
Yeah, I've never had head trauma like that. I got a concussion once though.
I've probably gotten a couple of those because I've been in some pretty nasty fights, but like where somebody just punched a little too hard, like a little harder than expected, and so I just decided to
Yeah.
eat it, and it didn't like daze me or anything. I've got a really hard fucking head, but like
God,
it doesn't. I
probably why
don't.
you're still
Oh, I
alive.
know.
I don't get dazed from like headshots, right?
He does have a hard head.
Only
too.
from back shots, right?
Actually, no. If you for me, the bigger issue is getting punched in the fucking
No.
diaphragm. I have no
Yeah,
Back
what do you
shots
mean,
aren't the
no?
problem.
I have no fucking like stomach resistance to diaphragm shots. I have
You've got some
no.
nimble fingers.
So what you're
It
saying
just
is
always
you've
hurts.
taken so many back shots that it's like nothing to you now.
Yeah,
What
correct.
do you mean, yeah? Dude.
It's for the bit, Ruins. It's for the bit, right? It's for the
No,
bit.
you're dead
For the
serious
bit.
right now.
No, you're 100% serious.
Me putting a wig on is for the bit. You taking back shots.
Oh no, wig and makeup. Don't forget that part.
There
I think
wasn't
you're both
makeup.
little fruits.
There wasn't
What do you
makeup.
Think you're yeah, you had fucking blush on. That or it was a filter, one or the other.
I
I'm
my
popping.
cheeks are always red. What do you mean?
Cheeks are always red. I look
No,
like
you should know that.
I look
You
like
should
a
know
little
that by
bitch.
now.
True. No, overall though. Oh, I found. I think I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna start trading again. I want to actually get. Yeah, I think I want to actually get some time spent back in the dojo, and I want to run Dylan's cheeks. I want to show him. he's wrong.
Gonna get all that. Gonna run his cheeks.
I wish to
Don't
show
worry.
Dylan that he's wrong, but I want to do so in a
So
constructive manner.
these animals not attacking me because I'm like I got the blessing of Kinneret.
Okay,
Is
and
that
then
what I got?
if you lose, then what?
I mean, I
Talk
lose.
all this shit talking about how he can never beat you.
no.
He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to drop like 30 pounds. That's gonna be the bad part. In order for it to be a fair
He's at
fight,
like
he's gonna have
210
to.
right now. He's bad
Oh.
as fuck right now.
Well, then he's gonna have to drop 50 pounds. 50 to 70. I'm probably gonna lean up myself,
Oh, here's
so
a fine one.
it's gonna be a problem.
Speak freely.
Arena Geranus isn't
the
the
right
most
person?
social up.
I mean, in terms of simple sparring, not as much, but I want to show him like what an actual hand-to-hand art would do for him in terms of. I don't even know that he can fight anymore, but
Wreck his pussy.
Oh no, that's Adriana's. Be seeing you.
He's too busy being pussy whipped by an
You
18-year-old.
look like a shrewd
Oof.
business.
There's no skill anymore.
Hello. I'm afraid now that I think about it, I do have a small problem. Excellent. I just don't have the time to search for him again, but I do need to consult him about some notes he borrowed. You might want to ask around and see if anyone can be of some help. Have Earthor see me when he gets back, Associate.
A pleasure. I haven't seen him in quite some time, but then this isn't the. Good day.
What can I do for?
That
He
stigma.
hasn't shown up here in a while. I assumed he was still out at Bleak Flats Cave, where he usually stays.
imagine just living in a cave because you can.
Well, I don't remember. You too.
Sounds nice.
Right?
Nah, fuck that shit.
No, ultimately, Ruins. I want to brush back up on my karate. That's a for sure thing. But
I used to do karate.
you know, I trained for
I got
How
up
about
to
that?
7 years,
red belt.
6.5 years.
How about you just
I don't know. I don't
Oh my
remember
God.
what type it is.
fuck all that? Just get like a Judge 410 and you're chill.
I mean, honestly, there's no shortage of, yeah. Like, Bruce Lee, for example, showed the insane powers of karate associated with disarming. There's not a lot you can do when you actually become so in tune with that martial art in close quarters. There's not a lot you can't do. Kata is arguably one of the best, because it's more geared towards actual combat rather than an art. Because you have to
I
understand
don't
the
know,
difference
shotgun
between a lot
pistols
of.
are pretty gross.
Oh yeah, agreed. But again, it's like when you're talking about somebody fucking 5 feet away from you within arm shot, it's not all that difficult to close that gap. A half step is enough in most cases.
Is there a way in Oblivion, like a spell that
In an ocean.
restores your fatigue?
Yes. Remember? I spent fucking hours looking for it the other day. I couldn't
Oh.
tell you where I found it, but I
Okay.
finally found
I
it.
have a potion for it. but
Yeah.
I want the spell version. Where do you get the spell version?
I have no idea. I don't remember where I got it.
Are you serious?
I am
You
dead
said
serious.
you spent so long looking for it,
And I immediately
Can't remember where?
purged. I immediately purged that terrible experience in from my mind. Yes.
it wasn't in a shop or anything. It was just on the map somewhere.
No. It
Books
was.
or fucking.
It was in a shop, or like in somebody's shop, but I could not tell you where.
Anyone looking for work should consider the Fighters Guild.
I know it wasn't in Anvil, because that's where it initially told me to look. Fuck it, try Anvil. Maybe it's just a random chance.
Hail, Sedite.
Alright.
Oh, spooky! I got to 21.
Hello.
What's new with you?
I hear there were some goblins around here recently. Awful creatures.
I can't stand the sight of those creatures.
Oh, and I might have found a new strat for playing Kino in Torn. Spooky.
Do you just think it's a random chance to?
Like to appear in their inventory.
Well, I'm just gonna try fucking Market District.
I know for a fact I didn't
Why?
find it there.
Good afternoon.
Well, I'm gonna try it because
Most
you think
people
it's
can s-
random
you want-
chance. So, ooh.
No, like no random chance associated to
Yeah.
each city specializes, or I should say, each Mages Guild chapter specializes in a certain type of spell.
Have a look at my way.
Oh, I remember where I got it. I remember where I got it. I remember where I got it. Mara, the Chapel of Mara. The Chapel of Mara. Fuck. What city is that in?
In where?
God damn it. I think.
You've been playing this game for 20 years and you don't know where everything is. What's up with that?
Hold on. I think it's in Shaden Hall, but I'm gonna double check. No, it's Breville. Breville.
Alright, we'll go down there.
Yep. The worst city in the fucking game.
Let's do business.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
No. No, nobody is. Not even the people who live there.
This would be like Riften if Riften was gay and
Worse.
sad.
Grifton's
Yeah.
actually not that bad. Comparatively.
What's with the Rift?
Riften has some soul.
Yeah, it
What's
does.
with the Rift in it?
No, I'm just saying it's similar architecture to Riften, but this one looks like it smells like dog shit and people hate their lives. Whereas Riften, it's like
Riften is like
feels
Detroit.
like it feels like it would be a clean air to it. You know what I mean? They get that wind off the lake.
Yeah.
The colder temperatures kind of, keep things fresh. Plus, Riften's economy's booming. Blackbriars.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Thieves Guild. Yeah, let's fucking Chapel of Mara. Let's see.
Okay, so Spooky. Pull up Torn really quick. Oh, hold on. I got probably a spam call coming through. Hello?
I'm going to in 3 minutes.
Hello, this is business.
Yep. Oh, no fucking shot. I just won 3.8 mil. Let's go.
All right, where is it?
Casino.
No. Where's the spell in the chopper?
Oh, you have to find the priest that sells spells.
Oh, he's sleeping. That's why. No, this bitch is for the Thieves Guild. Where's the fucking priest? Still sleeping? What the fuck?
Yeah, this strat definitely seems to be working for Kino. That's interesting. 3.5 mil I've won.
Oh yeah, he's got major respite. Restore fatigue on self 80 points. Wow.
Just take my winnings and put them in the bank. All right. Will actually be kind of handy.
Tell your goodbye. It's just northwest of Skingrad. That's where Earthor wound up after Adrian told him he couldn't practice in the guild hall anymore. She probably doesn't even remember that. You might want to make sure she remembers, Good luck finding Earthor.
Oh, I do remember telling him to go there. Well, we'll just have to do something about that, won't we? By we, I mean you, of course. I have something that may help. It's a base. I'll be here when you get...
Basic fireball spell? Like I'm some kind of knave? Oh? Oh.
Oh.
Did not expect that to happen. You know what I hope for Spooky?
What?
I sincerely hope that the next Elder Scrolls game that we get to play gives us the opportunity to go to other areas of Cyrodiil rather than just being confined to one.
I remember way back that the game was going to take place in Hammerfell, High Rock, and then somebody said part of Skyrim as well.
All of that would track.
But mostly just the Solitude region. And if that's the case, I can't imagine that parts of Cyrodiil wouldn't be
At least
included as
accessible.
well.
At least accessible.
Maybe we'll get Somerset Isles.
I would love to have a game based in the Somerset. Did you ever play through that area in ESO?
No.
Fucking gorgeous. Absolutely astoundingly beautiful.
Like President's Butthole?
What is wrong with you?
No, they definitely have to make it set between the Great War, or the Second War, between the fucking Thalmor and the Empire.
I don't know. The whole reason that even was able to happen is because the Oblivion Crisis ended the Septim Line, so you'd have to have... I don't know.
Before Skyrim, there was the war, right?
Yep.
There's definitely going to be a second one. I think
You guys sound like a
the
bunch of
Elder Scrolls
faggots right
6
now.
Alright, you don't understand.
I mean, okay.
You always say that shit.
It's like talking about Marvel lore.
No, that's
wrong with
actually
that?
gay. That's actually gay. That's like fat, sweaty
You've discussed it
neckbeards.
before.
That's fat, sweaty neckbeards in some random convention hall.
That's like
I'm not going
90%
anywhere
of
until they're
Skyrim players,
gone.
though.
Horrible things.
That's
No.
not true at all.
Yeah, no.
It's-
Skyrim was like the fifth
Help!
best-selling
You've
game of all
got to do
time.
something.
What the fuck?
Bunch of
The
neckbeards.
creature's gone. I don't dare move a
I
muscle.
guarantee you, it's over 100 million people have played it. Probably like 250 million.
A good chunk of humanity has definitely played Skyrim.
Yeah.
A very good chunk of humanity, for sure.
If a percentage point greater than a full digit of all of the people who live on Earth played something, it's not just the neckbeards.
That's the best you can do.
The neckbeard MGTOWs.
Yeah, but just because they bought it and played it doesn't mean they fantasize it like Netbeard people do.
We're
Well,
not
true.
fantasizing it. It's just been something that we've played.
That's what I'm
for
saying. It sounds like you
years.
are.
No, we're just sitting here talking
Sound
about
like
what the
neckbeard.
possibilities are and what would be dope.
That's neckbeard shit.
No. Oh.
Yes, it is.
No!
Literally not. That's
I'm
not
gonna
what it is.
grab you by the
You know,
trout.
alright. That's like saying you're neckbeard because your favorite TV show is got a new season coming up
Your
and
head-
you
Oh,
want to make theories about what you think is going to happen.
I'll be right
It's
back.
literally the same shit.
Can't wait to be back in Skingrad.
Yeah,
safe
that
and
sounds like
sound.
neckbeard shit.
No, literally every person in existence does that. You have done that.
No, I don't have attention here.
I don't have an
Don't
attention
have-
span, he says.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's exactly what.
Fair. Accurate. Ruins, it's basically like what you do with Fallout from time to time. Not common,
What do I do?
but
What do I
from
do with
time to
Fallout?
time. When you talk about like the deeper stories of Fallout, which, like I said, it's not common, but it's time to time.
I don't understand. Stories of Fallout?
Yeah, there's like the quests, the meanings, etc. in Fallout. Specifically Fallout New Vegas, you and I have had conversations associated with.
What? We're talking about different quests. We're not talking about the lore and the meaning of all the shit in the game.
Yeah, we've done that.
Yeah.
Now, not all of
Yeah.
it, but pointed areas. Like, well, who the fuck just used a potion? Specifically with regards to, what the hell is the guy's name at the end of the Lonesome Road there?
Ulysses?
Ulysses.
We've
Talked
never
about-
talked about it.
Yeah, we've talked about the deeper meanings behind some of the shit that he says and what have you.
You have. I sat there and listened while you yapped.
Well, yeah,
You were talking about neckbeard shit. I was just listening.
neckbeard shit.
Yes,
Well, that
You
makes
also
you a
said Minecraft
neckbeard.
is a kid's game, and then
it
play
is.
That also makes you a neckbeard for partaking, friends. There you go.
I play
fuck you.
Roblox sometimes. That doesn't. It's still
That's
kids'
definitely neckbeard shit right there. You're 17.
No,
Children
no,
play
you're
that
talking
game.
about- you're talking- Dude, 40-year-olds play that game. That's what's sad.
No, that's
What
what's
am I-
scary.
No.
That's what's
Yeah,
scary.
that's what's scary.
Remember that? Remember that
How
gay
goes
friend
it,
my mom
Brian
had?
one?
Yeah.
Speak freely.
And his boy, his black boy.
You're he-
The older one,
Oh.
he's like
He's
35, and he's playing
Selena-
Fortnite and Roblox.
Oh
Have
god.
see me when he
Can't tell
gets
me
back,
he's not-
associate.
He's gonna touch kids.
She can drink
I
all
can
Yeah.
understand Fortnite to a degree, but like,
Oh,
In the start, yes. Now,
you're
no.
35. Why are you playing this?
no, you never heard of that one dude? Fucking the old guy who plays Fortnite.
Bush Camp Dad or something?
Yeah, him.
But he's not really playing. He's sitting in one side.
Yeah, but still, man.
That's not playing.
Mm,
Oh, shut up.
I guess I should just move on to the next city. Why didn't it complete my quest? Hold up. That would have pissed me off.
Oh, my acrobatics just hit 50. Let's go.
Oh. Hello.
Looks like you're handy with a blade.
Oh, I'm handy with a lot of things, good sir.
It's been the home. It's the only place
That's
worth
just me.
visiting in the Imperial City, if you ask me. I only make the trip of... I've spoken with Earthor, who seems to be all right. Good work. I'll see to it that your recommendation is sent in as soon as I have a free moment. As I've said, I'm rather busy. I'll get to it eventually, though, I assure you.
Lies.
You too.
Alright.
Hail and welcome, friend. Hail.
I guess Coral is next. Where is the Mage's Gilding Coral? Back here? I constantly forget. This one in particular.
Isn't it on the map?
It is.
Everything you need.
Oh, fuck. This is the Figures of the Mountain one.
Safe travels.
Bye.
Should you need something, I will be happy to...
What is it, associate? I'm afraid I can't just write one out of hand. That would be against protocols, you see. If perhaps you can clear up a small matter involving Irana, you can prove your loyalty to the guild and earn my recommendation. She and I have an unpleasant history. She does not care for guild regulations and errantly believes I am misusing my powers. I have seen that she is in town. Though she has not approached me, I know she wants something. I would like you to find out what it is. Determine what she's after and how we may be rid of her. I do not want her here, spreading her lies.
I will say I find it kind of funny that a lot of Elder Scrolls fans don't know that the Argonians are actually relatively well in tune with
What is
magic.
it now? Ah, yeah. There's a best...
Yeah,
Excellent.
because they're like
It's a simple
The
task,
hiss.
really.
separate.
All you
from
need to do is
everything
fetch a book for me. The book is entitled Fingers of the Mountain. It is of no
The
use.
trees
I feel
tell
like-
them what to
Find
do.
it at an old
I feel like
ruin called
majority
Cloud
of
Top.
bandit like,
Return it to me
necromancers or
immediately
whatever
when
the
you
fuck
have
the
it.
magic
Make
guys
no
are.
mention
They're
of it to
mostly
Tikius or
Argonians.
anyone else in your...
I don't know if that's just a me thing.
What'd you say, Ruins?
Sounds like just
Like in Skyrim, when I go to like bandit camps and shit,
I
and then
Be a dear and
the
fetcher,
ones
you
that
know
use
how to
magic,
move
they're
in light
almost
armor.
always Argonians.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
No, it is pretty common. But on the other hand, Khajiit are almost never mages.
except for Jizargo.
Jizargo.
Is
Jizargo. Jizargo. I've got a package for a Mr. Jizargo. It's Jizargo.
see, this is the neckbeard shit I'm talking about.
No, there's fucking. It's a.
No, memeing
No.
a character is not.
You're a fucking faggot.
It's a fucking
You're a
YouTube
faggot.
series. Fuck you.
Shut
It's
up.
hilarious. I will eat your fucking babies.
Yeah, I'm sure you will, pedophile.
Ruins, it's not our fault you can't find enjoyment in little things.
Dude,
I find enjoyment in little
the senile Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, because you can't take the big ones. The
Oh,
big ones
God.
don't they?
What are we talking about?
God.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh god. No, Ruins, you need to watch the Senile Scribbles. They're fucking hilarious, dude. They're so good. There's
My
one
grandma's senile.
there's one regarding the the Dark Brotherhood where you have to go talk to the door.
Be a dear.
Greetings.
What the fuck? Why is it? Oh, I think I need to go talk to Tikius again. There's one where it's regarding the Dark Brotherhood and the Black Door, and the assassins in the Dark Brotherhood basically make the Dragonborn like put his cock in the mail slot, and they're like talking dirty as though they're the door. It's fucking hilarious.
Are we?
Fuck.
Make haste.
The Dragonborn's like, "What kind of sick fucking door are you?" It's so good. Yes, pound me in the mail slot.
I don't know, it seems pretty stupid.
In context with the visuals, it's way better.
Probably.
Good to see
but
you.
still.
Okay, I want to know why this place is called Lips and Tarn. Lips and Tarn.
Don't worry about it.
Whee! I've taken falls bigger than this. I can survive. Whee! Whee! I just one-tapped a troll. Let's go. Troll! There's a troll in the dungeon.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, what was that?
Jesus.
Isn't Fingers of the Mountain supposed to be like a super dangerous book? Basically a Daedric artifact with how powerful it is?
I have no idea what that is.
Oh.
Or if I do, I don't remember it.
I want to say it was a book left over by the Aliads. Let me just double check my lore here. Ruins, you are brain rot.
I almost
Yeah,
know
you're
where that you
kind-
don't like unstring.
Kind of brain rot.
Because it's the badonkadonk.
It was more so the random element as to why you said it.
They
but-
said it in game.
Ah.
That's their thing. It's a bunch of meth heads.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, fair enough. You're safe.
It's like you say Fusro Da out of nowhere. Take it.
You look like a bright one.
Despite its high
Go
cost,
take
some
your break.
players find it useful for
favorite
other things,
killing.
such as knocking off bookshelves or disrupting enemies. So this is the only spell in the game that scales with the player over time. Interesting.
What is it, associate? A pleasure. You found the book? My trust in you was... No. Are you quite sure? A You found... Ah, yes. This is indeed the correct book. You have shown yourself worthy of the guild. Now, I must ensure...
Okay. Problem solved.
Go ahead.
Oh, wait. Do I need to talk to him about the recommendation once again?
Hello. What? Let's do business.
Why did the Mages Guild... Oh, Expert Alembic? Is that what I just saw? Yeah, buddy! Needed that. Well, I rescind my prior statement that I did not make.
Farewell. You have the hands of a healer.
I have the hands of a diddler. Come here, let me diddle you.
That's us.
Right? He said I have the hands of a healer. I'm like, no, my hands diddle. They diddle corpses constantly.
Good
Were
to
you,
see you.
invited to Diddy parties as a child?
Indeed I was. Michael Jackson had some awesome parties. Unironically, I met some very, very famous people when I was a kid. Like, actually.
Really?
My mom lived in San Francisco.
Who'd you meet?
A couple of different directors, one of which, I'm blanking on his
So,
name at the moment,
Jeffrey-
but he's a short dude.
Directors.
Yeah.
You
I don't
got
remember the guy's
backstage
name.
passes.
He's an old short dude, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Sorry. But
An old short dude.
literally, an old short dude, like, that's the best way I can describe it at the moment. I'd have to ask my moderator what his name was.
Not what he looks like, just that he's old and short.
Well, he's white, but like 95% of fucking
Yeah.
Hollywood
so
directors are white. So,
Is he bald?
yeah. Hold on.
You have a little goatee?
I can literally just look up famous directors and find it. Steven Spielberg. There it is. I should have been able to remember that name off the top of my head, but I don't really pay much
I
attention.
don't think he's bald.
Yeah, he's very well bald.
Is he?
Or, well, I guess balding would be more accurate, but...
I don't know. I think the most famous person I've ever, like, actually interacted with was Adam Sandler.
Oh.
Pretty dope.
Yeah, he gave me a high five.
Was that before or after giving you the reach around?
Shut the fuck up, bro. I was at a NASCAR race in New Hampshire, and I was
My brother
directly
met Rob
in the
Schneider
middle
once.
row of the bleachers, and he walked down from the, like, boxes up top down that aisle.
That's kind of cool. He seemed to, I mean, he seems to be fairly chill.
Yeah, no,
I
he
have
did-
the book. Goodbye.
He did the start your engines shit.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I've met any other famous people. Other than politicians, I guess. I fucked with a former state rep, and I met the governor once. The old governor.
My buddy's, is it his great-grandpa? It's just his grandpa. My buddy's grandpa, last name of Gauthier, was an Arizona Supreme Court justice for like 30 years.
Yeah, Shelton and Caleb, I think that's their grandfather or great uncle, met FDR.
Oh, that's pretty fucking neat.
They
Cock
got
of a president,
signed,
but...
Franklin Roosevelt.
If I'm not mistaken, FDR is the only person to have run for 3 consecutive terms and actually
You've got some
won.
nimble fingers.
4.
What have you been
Is it 4 for FDR?
Yeah, he died like immediately in the 4th one.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Like he only served like 3.
Oh, right, and then that's where,
Truman.
yeah.
And then Truman ran again.
Didn't he lose in his running?
Why? You must, if you, and if...
I don't remember. Eisenhower was the president for 2 terms after Truman. I'm not sure on the years.
Yeah, he lost. He lost to Eisenhower.
Yeah.
That would have been 1948, if I'm not mistaken.
I recommend? Well, of course. Raminus would not... This is... If you can find Jaskar, I'll write the Take care.
I am like distantly related to Harriet Beecher Stowe.
So you're telling me you're black?
Very Truman.
No, I'm saying I stopped racism. She's a personal friend of Lincoln.
Be seeing you.
Indeed.
How are... What can I...
I think my grandmother has a signed copy of
A pep... He's...
Uncle
Farewell.
Tom's Cabin.
I hate that I have to read up about Jaskar. There it is.
I mean, if some talk, please come find
I just
me
want to
as
get
soon
these
as you're located,
recommendations
Jaskar.
done ASAP because they're so fucking tedious. The Mages Guild questline in this particular game is easily my least faved.
Hey! You want to
Yeah, I
find
haven't
Jaskar? All right,
thought about
I think I can help with that. But... And whatever you do. That's the spirit. You help me pull off a little prank, and I'll help you find Jaskar. Really? You're going to love this. I'll teach you a spell to unlock things. What you need to do is get into Jean's desk and bring... Her room is upstairs. Make sure no one sees... Let me know when you're done with that little...
I am on. Goodbye.
You know, running around and
History of
spamming
lockpicking.
Getting my restoration up pretty good. The skill books are so weird in this game. Every time I see a book, I'm like, oh, that definitely gives me a skill point. It's not, and then it will be the random shit that does.
Well, no, it's easy to tell. Each of the books that gives you a skill point is valued at like 50 or higher. It's really easy, honestly.
Have you...
Yeah, but some of the ones that aren't,
You've...
you value too. Like if they're part of a collection or something.
Go away.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, my baby. Vincent, lay down.
Phew.
Bruh.
Apparently, my little baby tried celery today.
Wow. Such a pivotal life event. I remember my
Hails.
first time tasting celery.
It was a good idea, wasn't it?
Life-changing, truly life-changing moment.
Be seeing you.
You know what was a truly pivotal food that I tried at one point in time in my life?
What was that?
Yeah.
Vic? I know you've tried it several times, but it was the first time special, wasn't it? Were you skeptical at first?
Indeed.
Ready to find... Just watch.
I called him down, but I didn't. Princeton's bad boy. Bad boy. You know. Alright, what is this?
How are you today?
I just read arguably like one of the most sad
Hello
things
there.
I've ever
Please,
seen.
we just get tired of Jane lording her position over us when she barely...
This guy basically described a day in his life. He wakes up at 6 a.m.,
Farewell.
skips breakfast because he doesn't have time, proceeds to drive an hour to work, gets there, works all day until like 5 p.m., drives an hour home until 6 p.m., right? Oh.
That sounds like
And then,
it is terribly sad. Yeah.
well, hold on, it gets worse. His wife gets pissed off that he didn't call her in the middle of his workday. Mind you, he didn't take lunch or any breaks because if he did, he'd fall behind in terms of work. So he sits there day in, day out, grinding 5 days a week, all for his wife to bitch at him when he comes home, because she's a stay-at-home mom that has no like social life or anything, and then
Sounds like
tries
a lot of people.
then tries to equate the difficulty of being a stay-at-home mom to the difficulty of providing for the house. It's like the two are not the same.
Sounds like a lot of women.
Yes, and the problem is, in the modern day, it's equated that being a stay-at-home parent or working a job, like a retail job or what have you, is treated as the same as going out and engaging in both physical and mental labor for 12 hours a day. And they're not. There is a difference there, and it used to be honored that that difference existed. It hasn't been for a very long time now, at least our entire lifetimes. And the problem with that is that when we try to exist on a social level, you can't equate the two.
You're going to have to leave. This is a crime scene, and no one other than ourselves or Reynold Drayless will be allowed access. Good day.
Excuse me.
I'm...
Why did it lead me here? Fuck.
Why did your penis lead you to
Oh,
do
a
that?
brotherhood
No.
betrayed. I was like, it just had the wrong quest marked out for whatever fucking reason. But regardless, there's this weird association where being a stay-at-home parent or fucking working at Walmart is the same as going out and running a cable route or a plumber route or what have you day to day. It's not the same. It's just not. And that difference doesn't make one better than the other, but it should be used to meter an understanding as to one's energy level at the end of the day.
Found him, did you? You've fulfilled your end of the bargain, though. So, and don't you forget about
Yeah,
me
for real.
once
When I
you've
worked
finished
at-
your training.
Well, when I worked for Walmart,
Take
I worked
care.
with DC. Those were long hours, and I was feeling it at the end of the day.
It's a DC?
Walmart distribution center.
Ah. That does sound terrible.
I filled orders all day. I'd walk like 15 miles.
Yeah.
On average.
And I can't hear that that's the same as standing in a kiosk all day at a mall.
Well, standing gets tiring. There's definitely a difference. I've worked both types of jobs.
Good
and
morning.
The physical ones are way more draining on you as a person. Compared to like when I worked at Planet Fitness, I would just like basically stay there all night. But
Yeah.
like really, I could go into like a certain time. I would just go into the manager's office and just chill. Fucking tabs in there. I'd bring my Xbox in there, play games. If it got to a point where I could bring my Xbox to work, 24 hours a night, it's not the same as like when I worked at the distribution center and spent 11 hours in a row walking
Want your drink, baby?
and picking up things over and over again.
Okay. It's just not this. Yeah, it's just not. And we need to remake that differentiation. And it's not hard. You just have to enforce it in your kids. Like your kids have to understand that dad works hard in a different way than Mom works hard. Like, both should be working hard.
Not to discredit,
we here?
like, being a stay-at-home mom, like, I get it. It is a lot, but the amount of, like,
even a small bit of
physical and mental drain on your body.
You'll have
is
to get
not
one
the
from
same.
Falcar. If
I
goodbye.
had no idea. Without Cheydinhal is in your debt, friend. Farewell.
I hope I can. You too.
Looking for work should consider the Fighters Guild. I hear they're always looking for recruits.
Oh, I'm Islanwy. I'm only a conjurer, but Orantur is a full. Bye.
What is it, associate? Don't tell me you're here for a recommendation. Don't waste my time if you're not ready for this. Are you prepared? Very well. We shall... There was a particular ring of burden I was testing some time ago. Another stupid associate somehow got his hands on it, and if I didn't know better, I'd say he purposely tossed it down the well behind the guild hall. Why he would do such a thing is beyond me. You will retrieve this ring for me. Should you manage to do... The well is locked, so you'll need the key. Dietzen should have a copy. Bye.
Hi.
Your reputation precedes you, gate closer, scourge of oblivion, hero of Kavach.
Haste. Dietz-san in the Cheydinhal Mages Guild was like, your reputation precedes you, gate closer, a scourge of oblivion, hero of Kavach. It's like, hey, yo, let's go.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking epic.
NPCs in Skyrim would fucking...
They can...
like that.
The most you get out of them is, do you get to the Cloud District very often?
Yeah.
Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't. Like, bitch, I'm
only
on
people
first
who
name
suck
basis with the
up
fucking
the guards.
Jarl.
And it's like the guards pretty much only know because they see you do it.
Yep. Pretty much.
Your reputation getting around other than that.
Did the... Hold up. Did the Season 3 Reloaded update drop early?
Oh, I thought it drops tomorrow. I checked for this not that long ago.
Or is it just the patch notes? Did we just get the full patch notes?
Just a patch. Doesn't look like anything special.
I'm just worried. I'm concerned with the weapon balancing. That's all I ever care about, really.
What are you talking about?
The Season 3 Reloaded patch notes.
Is it out already?
The patch notes are, I believe. Ranked play is coming out with this update.
With how critically acclaimed Verdansk is, I rarely played it. Like, I really didn't play that much of Season 3.
No, I played a lot, but I haven't played it in a while because I've been busy with other games that are more fun to me right at the moment.
Being a faggot?
Yeah.
Movement speed while inserting armor plates has been standardized. Whether using the normal animation or the one-handed animation granted by Quick Fix, your movement speed will now align with the weapon you had equipped when you began plating. Previously, plating had a fixed movement speed that could be faster or slower than the weapon you were holding. Now, if you're plating with a melee weapon equipped, your movement will match that weapon's speed. The same applies to other weapon classes. For example, plating with an LMG equipped will now retain the slower movement speed associated with the LMGs. Okay, that makes sense. Hey, Drill Charge has got a buff.
Slower?
No, faster.
Or-
Your movement speed is faster while plating now, on average. Because most people, while you're like running away, you're gonna have your
like that's
melee weapon out. So
That's a shadow buff to SMGs.
Drill Charge. The explosion radius increased from 3 to 5 meters. Inner explosion damage increased from 155 to 200. Outer explosion damage increased from 39 to 100. C4 middle.
They're still not that good.
No, that's way better, Ruins. That's way better. The explosion
I don't think
distance
so.
now. The explosion distance now is like 3 times larger than it was at the end of Modern Warfare 3. 2.5 times larger.
Yeah, because MW2 there, so
Spatially, not in
They were
terms of
good.
distance, mind you. Obviously, it's like 1.6, but in terms of its raw number-to-number distance. In terms of spatially, it's like 3 times larger by contrast. The middle to inner explosion radius for C4 has been increased to 5 meters. Inner explosion damage increased to 250. Middle explosion damage increased to 180. And slight increase to the speed at which you can detonate the device after throwing it. Slight adjustments to throw velocity. These changes are designed to reward accurate throws and improve responsiveness, making C4 a more viable and skill-based option. Spring mine inner damage has been reduced to 250, so thank God. Blast trap, dude. I told you, Ruins. I told you. We were debating this back in Urzikstan. Increase the detonation delay to 1 second for the blast trap. I fucking told you. It was 3/4 of a second. You're like, that doesn't make sense. It says 0.75. I was like, yeah, it's 3/4 of a second. Stim shot. Speed increase reduced from 15% to 8%. Experimental
Really?
gas damage no longer deals tick damage.
Like to masks? Or
Following the gas size adjustments introduced at the start of Black Ops 6, we found the combination of debuff, area coverage, and damage to be underwhelming. While by removing its damage entirely, we're shifting tacticals towards a clearer identity, no damage or low damage utility. The Big Game Bounty contract is returned to Battle Royale. Track down and eliminate a high-performing squad for greater rewards. Kill streaks. Sentry turret. Effective range increased from 50 to 100 meters. Minor increase to max turn speed. Lifetime increase from 90 to 100 seconds. Increased max damage from 10 to 12. When reintroducing the sentry gun to Warzone, we aim to ensure it remained effective without feeling like a substitute for an additional player. These updates enhance its responsiveness in close quarters engagements while expanding its reach to longer distances, making it more noticeable and reactive without becoming overwhelming. Bunker Buster. Explosive inner damage reduced from 300 to 290. Remove damage from gas. That's fucking gay.
Yeah, that is
remove the gas damage?
Need to
Yeah.
add the bunker buster to
That was like the whole
Warzone.
thing.
Yeah, that was literally the whole thing. Audible callout on activation of UAV for enemies has been tightened up with the UX indicator red box around minimap. So now we're not going to get a fucking reference if we're like at the very outer boundary of the UAV. Low profile, prone and crouch movement speed increased from 20 to 30%. Bomb squad damage reduction increased from 20 to 30%. Survival health regeneration delay increased from 3 seconds to 4 seconds. The slight delay
Oh, so
maintains
for
its
buffing
strength
camping.
while improving balance across the perk ecosystem. Reactive armor regeneration speed increased by 50%. Once regeneration begins, armor will now fully regenerate up to 75 armor, half of the total pool, within 25 seconds if no plates are equipped. Tracker outlines have been refined with thinner lines to improve visual clarity. Obviously, we know the Goblin and the Lydra. AK-74, headshot multiplier reduced from 1.2 to 1.12. Lower torso multiplier reduced from 0.95 to 0.9. Sprint fire speed slowed from 190 to 215. ADS slowed by 15 milliseconds from 270 to 285. Aim down sight
Where are
move
the
speed
MV2 and 3
3.2.
buffs? What are those?
Reload speed for the AMAX has been adjusted. Flip mag adjusted from 25 to 30 rounds. Reload speed for the Kilo has been adjusted. Battle 27, it's a odd buff. Post patch,
Okay.
32 damage. Damage range reduction for the mid damage range.
It was
And
already before.
damage range reduction for the long damage or the minimum damage range. Ogre 556. Damage buff to 40 from 38. Across the medium damage range is 38 with a damage range reduction. And 32 minimum damage. M4, 32 damage minimum. 27 at its mid range with a buff to its mid range, a substantial buff to its medium damage range. 43.18 meters is where its medium damage range begins, and that's 27 damage. Post-patch for the minimum damage range is now 55.88 meters at 25 damage per shot. Bullet velocity increased from 720 to 820, upper torso multiplier decreased from 1.1 to 0.95, and visual recoil reduction. Attack
so you're using
56, 39 damage, 33 damage, and 9 damage. Sorry. Bullet velocity increase and visual recoil reduction. The 10mm 30-round automag for the C9 is getting a 50% recoil buff. HRM9 is now doing 34 damage in its maximum damage range, 32 at its medium damage range, and 21 at its minimum damage range. Wasp 9 is doing 45.
The MW2 and 3 weapons.
We'll kind of have to get there. It looks like they're primarily focusing on MW3 at this point, but we also had the M4 and the TAC-56.
Snipers.
We'll get there. The Wasp got a buff for damage range. Minimum damage for the Wasp is 30. It's not bad. Ooh, yeah. MX9 got a buff? What? The MX9 got a buff? Let's go.
That was bad.
Let's go. 34 to 38. And it got damage range buffs too. Dude, that's stupid. That's going to be ridiculous. MX9's going to be insane. Its minimum damage or medium damage range starts at 11 meters, but you could easily drag that out to like 24. Because it got an enhancement on all of them. That's fucking insane. Medium damage range 2 removed. Bullet velocity increased from 300 to 530. Oh my god, that's going to actually change it a lot. Sprint to fire speed slowed. Upper torso multiplier decreased from 1.1 to 1. Lower torso multiplier decreased to 9.4 from 0.94 to 0.9. Visual recoil reduced. Extended mag rounds increased from 45 to 50. PDSW now does 30 minimum damage or maximum damage. 28 and 20.
There's a P90.
Wait, you said MX9 got a cinematic buff again?
Yep, again. 50.
What?
Medium damage range 2 removed for the P90. Bullet velocity decreased from 680 to 570. Aim down sight speed improved. Headshot multiplier increased from 1.2 to 1.27. Lower torso multiplier decreased from 1 to 0.95, and visual recoil reduced. So the P90 is going to likely be pretty girthy again. It's got a high fire rate, so having it do 30 damage close range, it's gonna slap again. This is gonna really bust open the entire meta, no question. Rate of fire for the ASG improved for rapid fire. The shotgun is getting... What did they do to the shotgun? Medium damage range. Oh, okay. So Ruins. This is kind of good news for you, I guess. The Marine is finally going to be less useful. More useful. Sorry. It's getting damage range buffs across the spectrum for its actual raw damage, not like the damage range itself, but it applies to the damage ranges. Medium damage range. Medium 2 doesn't say that anything about that. It's just damage range values. Bang Fast Mag 1, fire delay 100%. 43 to 55, 2 to 119. Upper and lower torso multipliers decreased from 1.1 to 1 flat. Visual recoil reduced. Oh god, they buffed the erratic. Damage is now 27 at 50 plus. ADS slowed from 330 to 400. Headshot multiplier increased or decreased from 1.2 to 1.9 or 1.19. Sorry. Lower torso decreased to 1. Visual recoil reduced. Brawl LMG. Max damage increased by 11 points. Mid damage increased by 7 points to 42, 49 and 42 respectively. No damage change at minimum damage range. 37 damage across the board beyond 53 meters. Headshot multiplier was decreased. Lower torso multiplier increased from 0.95 to 1, and visual recoil reduced. Sokken's getting a buff. 30 to 38 for maximum damage.
Let's go.
Medium damage is 34. Minimum damage is 30. Headshot multiplier decreased from 1.4 to 1.14. Upper torso multiplier decreased to 1. Lower torso decreased to 1. Visual recoil reduced. All non-bolt action marksman rifles in MW2, MW3, and BO6 will now use AR ammo. Oh my god, yes! I've been begging for that change. What? Finally!
Are they like actually doing good things now?
Yes!
It's very odd.
That means that the EBR is going to use AR ammo, which is fucking amazing because the EBR is a good shot. It's a good gun. Shot for shot.
used to be good. I used to love that
EBR
gun.
is pretty.
Back in MW2.
No, it's dog shit because it uses sniper ammo. If you're able to just spam the trigger down with low recoil, high accuracy rounds, the thing's not bad. It's great for that mid range damage. AEK.
Choose that you're gonna try to kill me.
AEK is now doing 50 damage, maximum damage range, and 43 for minimum damage.
Is it quicker though?
Bullet velocity
Lexi
decreased
said
from
it.
900 to
I don't know how
860.
she knows
Headshot
that.
multiplier increased to 1.2.
Lexi
Lower
said
torso
it.
multiplier decreased to 0.9. Rapid fire
Ian
minimum
Shelton
damage
said
increased
something
from.
about it.
Oh, okay.
She told
The
me.
rapid fire for the
You
AEK
know what
increases
he's
the
trying to do.
minimum.
He's trying to kill me down.
Hey, we're
It ain't
doing.
gonna
Hey,
work.
shut up! Shut up! Max damage for the rapid fire attachment
Spread
on
fight.
the AEK is now 45. Minimum damage is 40. Rate of fire increased 10%. Damage range penalty decreased to 25% instead of 35. Bullet velocity penalty decreased to 10%. DM10 is now going to be a 3-shot at 50 meters and, longer depending on the barrel attachment and everything. Bullet velocity increased to 920. ADS improved to 330. Inflicted
It doesn't need an increase.
in bullet velocity?
Fuck no. Is that like 1600?
Well, yeah, if you're using bullet velocity attachments, but
That's what you.
this
that's what
opens
you
up
use for.
this is going to open up the opportunity to get a 3-shot headshot at up to I would assume like 70 meters. 75 meters. Inflicted flinch to enemies increased. Received flinch from enemies decreased. The SWAT 556 is getting a damage range buff and a minimum damage range buff.
Is that the growl?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or just the
that should
base?
transfer over. TR2 is getting a damage decrease in its maximum damage range. 3
I'm not
points.
surprised.
It wasn't that good, but it was decent.
It was.
TR2?
Yeah, the
He
foul.
responds.
It's getting a minimum damage. Okay, so its damage is the same across all ranges. 59 damage across
wait,
all ranges.
What's the meta?
Okay, I guess.
It becomes so this balancing adjustment makes it so the TR2
with
has
the
best-in-class
anti-step
velocity and no damage
The
fall
KSV
off.
eats.
It becomes a very easy-to-use weapon that will be a great
So-
sniper counter at longer range.
No
7
damage
was
fall
also
off. That's
like
fucking stupid.
one of the top 3 SMGs by a certain statistic, and they buffed it.
Which SMG?
Wait, what was?
The Vel.
Oh yeah.
Whatever the fuck.
What about the KSV? They buffed that thing.
All right, quiet down.
Oh,
We'll get there. But no, we haven't. It hasn't touched the KSV yet. Bullet velocity increased for the TR2 to 1020. Lower torso multiplier increased to 1. Headshot multiplier is now 127. Inflicted flinch to enemies increased. View kick strength improved significantly. Sarkov. This gun has needed touching like Michael Jackson touches the little white
It's
boys.
terrible.
Maximum damage range. Increased in the maximum damage range and damage. 2 points. So it should now
Still never
be.
using that gun.
It should now be able to acquire that easier 4-shot kill at longer ranges, but otherwise doesn't seem to do much.
It's pew, 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 pew.
Yeah,
Probably even slower than that.
I don't know what
It's
they
not-
did there. Aim down sight time slowed for the HDR. FJX Imperium. Damage range adjustment for the maximum damage range to 58.4 meters.
Is that more?
Post-patch damage is 145 for minimum damage instead of 125, 58.4 meters. Oh, it looks like it should one-shot.
From what, 54 meters? That's not.
No,
30.
no. 58.4, but it looks like at all ranges it should one-shot.
A 408 can't one-shot at 60 meters. That makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, well, that's how like every sniper in the game was, except for the HDR, the Moors, and the fucking Kar 98.
An improved
The Kar
attachment
98
filtering
maximum
system has been
range
added for Modern
is
Warfare
60.
weapons. This enhancement introduces category-specific filters to streamline the attachment selection process, making it easier to navigate large inventories and quickly for the desired attachment. Nearby grenade
Is it all the
notification.
guns?
The grenade
Or
warning
they will
icon now
touch
fades
the
slightly when the
attachment?
player is no longer in direct line of sight of the active grenade, providing a more intuitive visual cue. Damage overlay opacity, quality of life. The
Oh, they
full screen
found
red damage
something about
overlay
grenades
triggered by armor damage has
killing
been
you when
in.
they're in floors above you.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Has had its opacity
I doubt they
reduced
fixed
by
that.
50%, creating a less visually intense experience when under fire. Double kill streak overwrite notification. When 2 enemy kill streaks are activated within 3 seconds of each other, the second notification will now interrupt and replace the first. This ensures both are delivered promptly and players can react appropriately. Previously, the second notification would wait for the first to finish, often resulting in delayed awareness. The death skull icon has been adjusted to scale more appropriately with distance. It will now appear larger when close by, making it easier to spot while taking up less screen space when viewed from afar. Adjusted the weight class for the heli from medium light to light. This adjusts how explosives and launchers interact with the heli. Launchers including Joker, 1 hit. Grenades including C4, 1 hit. Traps, 1 hit. Thermite, 10 ticks. Heli passenger view angles. Players can now look around with more freedom than before and are less restricted in tracking targets below the vehicle.
Couldn't the Joker one-shot anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is it was a delayed explosion. What I can tell.
Yeah.
Fixed an issue where the Ghost Perk's grace period was not correctly set to 3 seconds. Meaning 3 seconds of idle before movement.
Yeah.
Fixed an issue where the required movement speed for Ghost activation was not correctly set to 35, equivalent to crawling or faster.
Okay, so what if you sit for 3 seconds and then move a tiny bit? Does it reset?
Yeah. You have to hit a certain speed, which is effectively crawling.
Crawl speed.
Fixed an issue while using Bomb Squad where explosives were incorrectly capped at 150 damage. Explosives can now deal up to 300 damage as originally intended. Fixed headshot kill indicator sounding higher pitched than expected as the classic hit marker preset. Fixed classic hit markers being quieter than intended. Fixed an issue where jumping onto a ladder could trigger an unintended burst of velocity. Why have I not experienced that before?
Yeah, it just flings you in the air.
That's fucking hilarious. Fixed an issue where Scavenger perk would incorrectly grant more than the maximum reserve ammo. Fixed an issue where visual gas visual effects could appear in Plunder before the chokehold public event was active.
So, still no fire shotguns. Big gay.
Yeah, that's pretty game.
Why would they do this? All Black Ops 6 belt-fed mag attachments have had their max ammo reduced from 500 to 210. Why? Makes it thoroughly unusable.
It's I'm assuming so you can pick stuff up because that's the max. Max ammo is 210. Hoping.
As far as I'm aware, you can refill it by using an ammo box, but I don't know. Okay, so just to do a quick overview of the guns touched, right? So, AK-74 got debuffed pretty massively, in terms of multipliers in particular. CR-56 Kilo got buffed. Val-27 got buffed pretty heavily. It took damage range nerfs, but that's okay. It's a close quarters AR, right? So, no worries.
The Val?
Yeah, its minimum damage range is now 41 meters. It'll probably stretch out to like 63 with the attachments. Holger 556 got a same thing, same treatment, damage buff, range nerf. M4 got buffs all around. Pack 5.6 got buffs all around. T9 got a buff, just for the 10mm attachment. SOG apparently got a weapon transition buff, but who cares? HRM got buffs to damage, but not range.
You got guns transition now?
Mm-hmm. The lower torso multiplier for the HRM was reduced from 1 to 0.85, so keep that in mind. If you're hitting... You're hitting for full damage at the lower torso.
No one even uses HRM.
Well, you liked it previously, but... The Uzi 9mm got buffs all the way around. MX9 got buffs all the way around.
That's great. Can't wait for that.
It'll basically do 34 damage out to about 30 meters. With the attachments, because the long barrel for that increases it by 26%, I think it is, and in which case that brings it out to about that threshold. You'll be doing full damage, probably out to the second target in the, I guess. Yes. PDSW got buffs up to the medium damage range, in which case its maximum medium damage range got reduced down to 20 flat. Again, adjustable. Shotguns didn't really get touched all that much. A little bit, not so much. I don't know that's going to make a huge difference, but it definitely will bring the Marine... It'll bring the Marine into more of a viable standpoint. So I think it shoots 8 pellets. I could be wrong. I think it's either 8 or 10. I can't remember. But if that's the case, and every pellet hits, it should be able to do a one-shot kill.
No.
From negative 5 meters.
To the head.
That's... I don't believe that.
Spooky, the freaking can't be a demon. It eats.
The full amount's definitely going to be a viable LMG to use. Run that in tandem to a sub if you want to dominate longer range. And maybe a bipod, because there's a lot of open ground in this game. Give you the max stability build, right?
That gun's fun to use.
Well, the reason you throw a bipod on it is if you get stuck out in a field and you still got to throw some hate downrange, you can mount to the ground and easily beam people. And especially headshots now are going to be more than... So, like, if you're within 50 meters of somebody, a headshot from the pull-em-out is going to do...
800 damage. One shot him.
It'll do 53 damage a shot. It actually does a slight bit more. 6 bullets. And obviously, you can fucking turn the pull 'em out into a fucking laser beam, so... Get a decent optic on there and mount to the ground if you're in that scenario, and you can easily beam people.
So you're sure the FJX has a one-shot range now?
It looks like it's... Yeah, it looks like
it.
it.
Did have a one-shot range, I thought.
Imperium? Yeah, that always had a one-shot range.
Well, it looks like it's...
No, but
it looks like it's...
they buffed
just
it
an
for
increased
any...
one.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, any distance. Like I could dome people in the head from 350 meters and they'd go down.
If it's not one shot guaranteed, it's gonna be one shot and
With attachments.
a single fucking bullet. Because it's mirroring the damage of all
Yeah,
of
but
those.
still,
So I don't know.
I don't like that.
I have to test that.
That's kind of what I do anyway, is I just spam at 400 meters where you get snipes.
I don't want to have to use the HDR for everything.
Yeah.
For the Moors.
But it looks like they're adjusting it, so we're getting
And
there.
why only the FJX? Like I can understand it. I'm
Because
happy they're
it
doing
was
it, but
damage-wise, it was underwhelming compared to the Victus, the MCPR, etc.
Good day. Don't tell me Felcar has given you the same.
yeah,
oh,
the Victus
dear,
should one shot
I'd say
in range
that's
too.
it.
It should, yeah.
And so should the Cat AMR.
As I
It does.
That already does.
Really? Even from like
Yes.
Yeah.
Infinite damage range.
oh, I thought it didn't, but oh well.
They removed the medium damage range, so like I said, we'll have to see what happens with the multiplier. That's ultimately what's going to matter.
Well, what have we here?
There's just no point to having some one-shot snipers and not all one-shot snipers.
As I've said, certainly. Bye.
I hope. Good day. It's not a normal
So wait,
ring.
if I throw a grenade at the helicopter, I'll one-shot it.
It's not a normal ring, you see. Find someone else to
Did this buffs already happen, or?
No, in the morning.
Our hall doesn't offer much in the way.
So they better not nerf
There's
KSP.
much I can show you.
I like this gun.
Goodbye.
Ooh, I
It's
just
fun.
found a Daedric dagger.
Bye.
I've hit that level.
I remember in Skyrim, I was so happy when I got my first Daedric sword. I got the bow first.
As
and
I've
it's
said, I just don't
such
feel
a good bow.
comfortable talking to you about Falcar. Forgive me. Please, go on. Goodbye.
Looks like the Marine SMP.
I guess I'll try to save and reload and see if that fixes it.
Oh, it's a cheater. That's headshot after headshot. Especially with compact. With
Mr.
AR
Princeton.
sight.
Mr. Princeton, what are you doing, baby boy? What are you doing, baby boy? What are you doing, baby boy? Huh? Just go up and give
I hope I can help.
Go up and give it. Yeah.
As I've said,
Okay, why the fuck won't
You
this bitch give me the fucking key to talk about Falcar?
Did you call her a bitch,
Falcar
probably?
always has been pretty harsh, even when it comes to basic.
Yeah.
I think he even scared away the last associate. I can't be seeing you.
what? You too.
Why didn't you get killed by
Good
the
day.
cheater? I got killed by the other guy.
Bye.
Well, it sure sounds like Falcar has it in for you. Farewell.
I believe I explained your task very clearly. Find the ring, which is somewhere down in the well behind the guild hall. Bring it to me. Do you understand? Find someone else to bother, won't you?
Well, goodbye. look like a... Well... As a... Take care. What is it?
How are you today?
Fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Great. Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
Bye.
Farewell.
I don't understand.
You're the... Bye.
Now that sounds like an odd way to prove... The last associate that came in for training never came back. I guess Falcar really upset him. Deedson seemed mad about it too.
Be seeing you.
I'm Dietza. We can talk, so long as Falcar is out of earshot. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's trying to get you killed. He gave poor Vidkun the same task, and we never saw him again. I'm reasonably sure there's a connection, but I can't prove it. Do be careful. I'd hate to lose another useful associate. Here's the key, and something extra. I don't know if it will be of use to you, but from what I've heard of Falcar's ring, it may come. And if you find out anything about what happened to take care.
All right. Finally. Heads up, when you go to do the Shadenhall quest, you have to talk to literally everybody or she won't give you the ring.
No.
Oh, and there's a Nirn root down there. Oh, and you know what they fixed, Spooky, that you may not have noticed before? The deer. They no longer drown themselves.
Interesting.
Yeah! Suicidal deer. That was a problem in Cyrodiil for quite some time.
Very weird sentence.
Ooh, look at the muscles on you.
Ooh, look at the muscles on you. Oh, indubitably. Indubitably.
What is it,
fucking
associate?
Faggot. Go.
You look like a I'm afraid some things have happened while you've been gone, associate. It may affect your recommendation. Oh, just drop it anywhere. I don't think he really cared about it. I think it was some sort of sick joke on his part. I'll admit, it's my doing. I couldn't leave well enough alone. And after, I'm just so tired of the way we've all been treated by Falcar. I was worried about you and angry about... He was furious when I told him I'd helped you. And then when I threatened to report him to the Council of Mages, I thought he was going to kill me. He flew into a rage. I didn't even understand some of his ranting, but he said that our days are numbered, and then he stormed out. I don't know if he ever wrote your recommendation. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this to happen. Perhaps you should go look and see if he did write one. You should check his room in the living quarters. If you see the note or anything else unusual, let me know. You too. It's such a shame. He didn't deserve to die like that. You too.
Hello.
What's going on with you?
Have you noticed a change in the well water recently?
Absolutely. The Empire isn't going to stop the skooma trade. Who will?
Argonians say they have been called back to Black Marsh. They disappear into the swamps and
The land of the Argonians. Strange.
Be seeing you.
Hi there.
I'm not seeing it anywhere.
How goes it?
I don't know where the fuck this recommendation would be.
Hi there.
It's my... be seeing you.
Alright, quit breathing in the mic.
Oh, I see. Oh. Old Mr. Falcar had some black soul gems. And that's a problem because they're black and soul gems.
Yeah.
What's this? Black soul gems? Oh dear, this is worse than I'd expected. Alright, I'll just take these from you. I'll need them for my report to the council. Now, you didn't find any sort of recommendation? Very well. I shall write one myself and include it in my report to the council. In light of the circumstances, I believe they'll find it more than adequate. Be seeing you.
Looks like you're in some trouble. Since we are friends, don't worry. I'll look the other way and take care of that fine for you. A pleasure to see you. Is there a problem? Bye.
Who will help an old beggar?
What can I do? Good day.
Over. Okay. Okay. Huh? Huh?
Yo, this dude's armor is sick. I want that.
Alright, now we head to Breville. Yay, my favorite place. I just love going to Breville. You know what? Fuck this. We're gonna go kill that fucking cuck in the... We're gonna go kill a cuck. Ruins, where are you at?
Where are you at?
Where you at, Ruins?
I'm not a cook.
You're a cuckold.
I'm not.
Guaranteed cuckold. It runs
I'm a
in your
survivor.
blood. It runs in your blood. Over to your Venmo. Send it over to your Venmo.
How about you send me money, Brandon?
So yes or no?
So yes or no?
Yes.
There you go.
Here you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh. No. I'll probably just go with this one. Yeah.
What the Sigma?
Or well, I won't be in state. So never mind. Missed him. Still have money on the card? Oh, I didn't realize that. I guess we can just... Work tomorrow? I'll go in the morning. Rather just go.
Go.
Makes more sense.
Makes more sense.
Huh?
Huh?
I'll just go. Alright.
Alright.
We're gonna go kill a cuck. Do you know who I'm speaking of there, Spooky?
Who? Ruins?
Bro, what did I do to you?
Ruins is a cuck, but he's not like that kind of cuck.
I'm not a cook.
Sounds like something someone.
That sounds like
Cuck
something a
would say.
cuck would say, yeah.
My dad's a cook.
It runs in your blood.
Yeah, runs in the family then.
No one in my family runs. You've seen them.
True. Except for maybe your dad and yourself. That's at
I'm
least
the
50%.
only decently healthy one.
Also not untrue. Your brother's healthy.
Kinda sad.
Healthily eating.
Yeah.
Unhealthily
He
drinking.
really says he's more athletic than me just because he hikes and smokes pot on a mountain.
Fucking fags. What a fag.
All hail the champion of Cyril.
We got plenty of rooms if you
Not how
want
that
one. Ain't nobody staying here these days
That is
except
how that
old
works.
Rufio.
You walk 2 miles up a mountain, smoke a fat fucking
Rufio? He's an old
dab,
codger.
and then
Been
walk
living here
back
for a
down.
couple of weeks now.
And then go to Little Caesars
Ask
and get
me,
yourself a
he's
pizza.
hiding from something. But what do I care? He pays his tab.
Like he gets
His room is downstairs, in what I like to call the
like a
private
pizza every
quarters.
3 days, I'd say.
Goodbye, my...
There's never any normal food that he's eating.
Because he likes men.
Likes man.
And pegging himself, allegedly.
Oh, it's all but confirmed.
Fair enough.
He's the one with anal lube.
True. And he does not and never has had a girlfriend.
So, the deed is done. How do I know this? You'll find that the Dark Brotherhood knows a great many things, for you are now part of the family. Indeed. For the slaying of Rufio was the signing of a covenant. The manner of execution, your signature. Rufio's blood, the ink. As a speaker of the Black Hand, I directly oversee a particular group of family members. You
You're
will
just
join
not-
that group and
Yep.
fulfill any contracts given. You must
gonna leave
now
it there.
go to the city of Cheydinhal, to the abandoned house near the eastern wall. Enter the basement and attempt to open the black door. You will be asked a question. Answer thusly. Sanguine, my brother. You will gain entrance to this. We must now take our leave of each other, you and I, for there is much work to be done. You are now one with the Dark Brotherhood. Visit Shiva at the Cheydinhal Sanctuary.
Yeah, brother and Chris, is NPC ever gonna fucking move?
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
All right.
I'm gonna play some Warzone.